The US government has finally explained why it hit the off switch on Anthropic's two most powerful AI models. And no, the AI did not become conscious, demand a salary, or try to launch a missile. The explanation is less cinematic, but probably more important. The government says someone found a way to jailbreak Claude Fable 5. In plain English, that means bypassing its safety locks. Fable was supposed to be the safer public version of Mythos 5, a model with advanced cybersecurity abilities. But according to the government, the jailbreak could let someone move past Fable's restrictions and reach capabilities closer to the unrestricted Mythos system. A senior US advisor compared that underlying capability to a cyber weapon. The government says Anthropic was asked to fix the weakness or temporarily pull the model. It says Anthropic refused, so export controls were imposed. Anthropic strongly disagrees. It says the reported weakness was narrow, did not reveal uniquely dangerous Mythos abilities, and could produce results already available from other leading models. So we have two descriptions of the same problem. The government says there was a hole in the vault. Anthropic says there was barely a crack in the paint. The order blocked foreign nationals from using the models, including foreign employees inside the United States. Because Anthropic could not easily separate every permitted user from every prohibited one, it shut down both models for everyone. Negotiations are continuing, and President Trump says they're going fine. But this is now bigger than one security flaw. It asks a question the AI industry has mostly avoided. When an AI becomes powerful enough to be treated like a weapon, who decides whether the safety lock is good enough? And while Washington argues about whether today's most powerful AI should be switched back on, Google DeepMind is already thinking about what comes after AGI. DeepMind researchers have published a roadmap towards artificial superintelligence. Yes, artificial superintelligence. Systems that could be more capable than large organizations full of humans. They describe 4 possible routes. We could keep scaling an AGI. We could discover a new kind of AI. AI could help improve itself, or huge groups of AI agents could work together and become more capable as a collective. This is not a product announcement. It is a research map of roads that may or may not exist. Still, we have not finished building AGI, and the industry is already planning the sequel. That feels either impressively prepared or slightly unwell. Next, SpaceX has agreed to buy AnySphere, the company behind the AI coding tool Cursor, for $60 billion in stock. Yes, the rocket company is buying a code editor. But Cursor uses AI to understand large software projects, write code, repair problems, and complete development tasks. For Elon Musk, this is a shortcut into one of AI's most valuable markets. Mind you, after this buyover by Elon Musk, the 20-something founders of Cursor are all billionaires at the age of 24-25. Anyway, SpaceX already owns XAI. Cursor gives it a popular product paying business customers and information about how developers use AI. The deal also tells us the most valuable part of AI may not be the model. It may be the tool people actually open every morning. Microsoft is making the same bet on the workplace. Copilot Cowork is now generally available to eligible Microsoft 365 customers. Instead of simply answering questions, it can carry out longer jobs across Outlook, Word, Excel, Teams, and the calendar. You could ask it to prepare a report, create the spreadsheet, schedule the meeting, and draft the follow-up message. Sensitive actions still require approval, which is good. Nobody wants an AI emailing the entire company because it misunderstood the phrase, "circulate this." Microsoft says roughly half of the Fortune 500 used Cowork during its preview. That is Microsoft's own figure, but it shows the direction. Chatbot becomes digital colleague. Databricks has launched its own version of that idea called Genie 1. The difference is that Genie 1 is built around a company's internal data. It connects documents, applications, chats, and business records through something called Genie Ontology. Forget the name. The useful idea is that the AI learns what things mean inside your organization. When someone says revenue, active customer, or late delivery, Genie 1 is supposed to understand the company's definition, find the correct information, and use it while completing a task. Microsoft wants an AI that knows your office tools. Databricks wants one that knows how your business thinks. Meanwhile, Android 17 is making phones friendlier to AI agents. Google has introduced app functions and Android MCP, allowing apps to expose actions that an on-device AI agent can discover and use. Think of MCP as a common plug connecting AI to software. Instead of an assistant staring at the screen and guessing which button to tap, an app can announce what actions it supports and what information is required. That could make tasks across apps more reliable. It also makes permissions extremely important because a helpful agent with access to everything is one misunderstanding away from becoming a very efficient disaster. AI is also moving beyond software. In China, humanoid robots are beginning to appear in factories, stores, and other workplaces. But many are not fully autonomous. Human operators may wear VR headsets and motion tracking equipment to control the robots remotely. While the robot performs the job, the system records the movements and uses that data to train future versions. So the robot is working and attending school at the same time. This may be how humanoid machines move from demonstrations to useful labor. First controlled by people, then partially independent, and only later genuinely autonomous. Now to a very large number. A startup called Subquadratic says its sub-Q model can handle up to 12 million tokens of context. Context is the information an AI can consider at once. 12 million tokens could cover enormous software repositories or vast document collections without splitting everything in tiny pieces. The company says a new sparse attention design makes this far more efficient than standard AI models. But these are largely company-reported results, and the available production version is more limited than the headline research system. Independent testing will decide whether sub-Q can genuinely reason across that much information, or simply find one sentence hiding inside a digital warehouse. And now, some good news for creators. Adobe surveyed more than 16,000 creators across 8 countries. Among those who use or have tried AI, 87% said it accelerated the growth of their business or audience. But 85% also said the final creative decision should always remain with the creator. And 57% said AI-generated work still needed moderate or extensive editing before it was ready to publish. So AI may make the first draft faster. It does not magically develop taste. That brings us to the final story. A study of nearly 500 senior AI decision makers found that only 6% of companies have made enterprise AI genuinely work at scale. The successful group had 3 things in common: strong data, serious investment in training and redesigning workflows, and systems built around real business needs rather than whichever tool had the loudest launch. That explains the split in today's news. Creators are seeing benefits because they know the exact job they want AI to help with. Many companies are buying AI first and searching for the job later. Governments are deciding when AI is too dangerous to release. Companies are turning into co-workers. Phones are giving it access to apps. Robots are carrying it into factories. The winning question is no longer who has the smartest AI. It is who controls it, what can it actually do, and does anyone become better off when it does it? That is today's Stress-Free AI news. If you liked it, do like, share, and subscribe, and I will make sense of whatever AI decides to do next. See you in the next episode.